Coach Marcus Herbert, he's never been to a drive-in theater. He's too young for that. But he joins us this morning, head basketball coach, the BB Comer Tigers. And Coach, what a ride so far. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How you doing? It's been pretty fun. We're playing today at Sweet 16 at the Bill Harris Arena, and hopefully we can continue to play next Tuesday.
21 wins on the season.
Yes, sir.
And knocked off Central Coosa County 52-39, and then Southeastern in an easy win as well last week. And Saturday night, Kamor Harris, he got things started off real well for the Tigers early on.
He did. We had a quick start, and with him leading the way, and then of course I think Chris had a couple buckets here and there, and then Raylan Sims shot the ball well from the outside.
Yeah.
And of course we got Cam Gaddis is coming along.
How important is Sims, because he was the leading scorer in the game? How important is that to take pressure off your bigger guys?
I think it's opened up this inside even more now for us, and right now Ray has the green light, which he always kind of had it, but he's shooting the ball with confidence, and you need that going into deep in the playoffs.
And of course, Kamor Harris, he's a senior, and you had what, 3 guys in double figures, or 4 guys?
4 guys.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
You can't just key on one person. And so I'm glad they're playing for me at BB Comer and not anybody else.
Yeah, and you had a lull there like you've had for a couple of games, and you just kind of shake your head at that. And free throw shooting, I said the other night, they're going to have to pick up that free throw shooting. It can cost them down the line.
Absolutely. I think out of our 5 losses, I think we shot horrible from the line, either by making mistakes, turn the ball over, and we can't make free throws. And so I tell the kids every day in practice how important they are, because they can win your games and lose your games. And so I'm hoping they understand now the importance going forward, because they could come down today as making 4 or 5 free throws to make the game different. So
first time in 20 years you've been to the regionals, and that's a long time, Coach.
I know. I was like a senior in high school. and so that's a show. But again, it's big for the community. It's good for the kids, the exposure that they're getting right now. And hopefully, we can continue to play, because I think it's just good for our young guys to see the experience that they're getting, at this level.
It's a different arena you'll be playing in, Bill Harris Arena, and you played well, shot the ball well on Saturday night, but sometimes kids have to adjust to the different looks of a different auditorium like Bill Harris Arena. That thing's huge.
Yeah, so a lot of times some schools come in and shoot the ball just well, and then sometimes if you're a shooting team, you may come in and have a lull. And so today, we're going to get out a little bit earlier and get to go travel and make it to Sanford University. That allows us to come in their gymnasium to get some shots up early on. So I was just hoping that our kids can just stay focused. It's going to be a long day before we play, so we got an itinerary set up for them. But again, we got to still make layups, play good defense, and blocks. I do the little things to keep you in games.
So how's work been this week?
What is work? It's been chaotic because we continue. I still got to do the teaching job first, of course. But at school, the atmosphere has been kind of picked up. It's a lot of excitement going on within the hall. So it's just good for our community.
Well, Altamont, talk about that. I understand that's a private school. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. And so they have, they're here for a reason. And so they're not a bad team. So I think you make it to this point, and normally you've done something right. And so I believe that we have to go in. They're not very big, but then they have some quick guards, and they have a really good guard in number 1. So we got to contain him, keep it from getting going. But then, too, I think we have the size advantage. But again, the court's longer, so I've noticed some of our guys are winded by 5 minutes into the game. So that'll be a factor today, because the court's much longer, much wider. So we have to be able to be smart when we do sub, and make sure guys are getting a little bit of rest, but still got to have them back in the court. So I'm eager to see how we're going to play today.
You mentioned about Altamont, and they're not a very big basketball team, and that could bode well for Chris Wilson.
It could, as long as Chris is in the game, because those guards get downhill, they want to get to their spots when they get to the rim, and so we can't get silly fouls. We have to wall things up and just be disciplined on defense to keep them out of the paint. Number 1. And then number 2, we just have to be able to screen out, and because we got to get out and run and transition to get points as well too. I think we can hurt them in that aspect if we just do what we need to do.
Sometimes I can tell just by doing the last couple of games that there's certain things that irk you. that you just don't like, you'll call a timeout in a hurry. What is a couple of those things?
I think, just when we get the ball like a daisical, we throw the ball away, or we're not hustling to a ball. Those little things, to me, can be different in a ball game. And I want our kids to understand that, you can't take plays off, especially now. They can come back and hunt you. And so I just want to make sure, just to give them a little pat on the butt, make sure, hey, refocus, get back into the game, so that way we can compete and finish the way we need to finish.
These kids have been veterans of football winning and haven't been basketball winning. What's the difference there? Are they able to carry the football over to basketball, you think?
I think having success in football, it has translated into basketball, and I hope it carries over to baseball, track, softball, everything's in our school athletically. And so I just think, as we have success on the football field, has transferred over into basketball. Granted, too, having Kamor and Ray and Devin and those guys makes the job a little bit easier for a coach. But then, too, seeing the confidence of winning 1, 2, 5, okay, we got 10. Oh, now we're at 15. Oh, we won our area. So just seeing those things transpire as we've been playing this season is kind of like they see it. And I've been telling them, you got a chance to do something special here, but won't give them at a time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that one at a time begins tonight over at Bill Harris Arena. What's y'all schedule today?
So got to go to school first. So we're going to go to school. We're going to eat lunch about 11. We're going to leave about 11:30. We're going to arrive at Sanford University around 12:45-ish, 1 o'clock, just have a shoot around there. And then from there, we've been allowed to, Coach Hill has took care of us, getting somebody at Homewood High School. We'll get there and have an actual walkthrough about 2 o'clock there, 2 to 3. From there, we're going to get, I guess, brunch, dinner, lunch, however you want to call it. In between that time, and about 4:45-ish, 4:30, we're going to get to the arena to watch Locust Fort and French's Marion play. Whenever that game makes it to the final, they'll play first today. Yeah. And then from there, we watch the girls' game, and then after that, we're going to walk in and get ready to play our game at 7:30.
So how is it working for the students who want to go to the game themselves?
So I was on one night scrolling through Facebook, and I saw where several schools are getting fan buses. So I was like, well, let me hit up Coach Foster and Stanford and see what they think about that. So they gave the okay about it. So we got a fan bus going today. Okay. So hope a lot of students will be involved and hop on. I think it's $5 for them to go, and I think it's $14 a ticket for anybody. So I hope we have a nice bus ride and packed bus full of students, and come out and show their support.
We didn't have any problem with football attendance in the playoffs, and I don't know if we talked about this last week. I don't know if we fully grasped. This team has won 21 basketball games, first time in the regional semifinals in 20 years. This is a special team here.
It absolutely is, and I tell the kids, I've been telling them, when you start having success, people want to be part of it. And so I'm hoping that, and again, if you don't win today, we don't win the Tuesday, if it ends today, so be it. But it's something you'll never forget, something you've done in 20 years. And so I just hope that we'll just able to refocus and put everything on the outside away and then focus on the task for the day.
Does Altamont, do they compare to another team that y'all played this year at all?
They kind of remind me of a little bit of Southeastern and a little bit of TC, Talladega County Central, just because they're small, but they're athletic and they play so hard. And so I hope our kids understand that, you may get up 5, 10, 15 points. Well, they're not going to go away. They're going to continue to play. They're going to press you, be handsy, be aggressive. So they got to be able to handle that today.
Southeastern, and it bothered you because you called a timeout here and there. They did a lot of penetrating. Their guards did a lot of penetrating, and a lot of times it was easy layups.
Yes, and we get like a danger on defense, and we play well for a couple of possessions, then we just take a break. And we can't do that because, again, a team they're playing today, they have good enough guards to get to the goal and take contact and make free throws that we don't do very well. That can pose problems for us. So we got to be able just to stop the penetration. Like I said, number one goal, I told them no paint touches. Keep them out of the paint. And then play to our strengths by boxing out. And then I don't think they would do a good job of getting out transition defense. So we got to get out and run and get points that way also too.
Well, you like to run the floor, obviously.
Yes, to me, I think that's where give me points. I think when you got size that we have, we got guys who are athletic, that are quick enough that can actually run. I think it plays in our favor if we just do it. So they're kids. I can't figure them out at times.
Tonight, 7:30 tip-off over at Bill Harris Arena. Coach Marcus Herbert and the B.B. Comer Tigers. 21 wins on the season, 6 losses in the semifinals of the region for the first time in 20 years. And Sweet 16, how does that sound?
It's sweet. It's sweet. So hopefully we can get to the Elite 8 next Tuesday evening. So we gotta win today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Thanks for coming by this morning.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
And good luck in the campaign tonight.
Sir.
And let's get to the Elite 8.
Yes, sir.
All right, Coach Marcus Herbert, head basketball coach. The B.B. Comer Tigers, our guest this morning. We got more Daybreak coming up right after this.